Yeah.
Canada and the United States. Would you like to see your first trade deal be with Canada?
I would love that. Look, I have a lot of respect for this man, and I watched him come up in a sense through the ranks when he wasn't given much of a chance, and he ran a really great campaign. He did a really great debate. I think that debate was very helpful. I was going to raise my hand. You know, I don't know if that's good or bad. I shouldn't say that. That might hurt you. But no, he ran a really great election, I thought. And yeah, something could happen. Something could happen. Yeah, please.
What's the top concession you want out of Canada? The top concession you want out of Canada?
Concession?
Yes.
Friendship.
But that's not a concession.
No, we're going to be friends with Canada.
Hey, patriots. I'm here with Right View Nation, bringing you the real truth the mainstream media won't tell you. Just watch this incredible exchange between President Trump and Canada's new Prime Minister Carney. And folks, this is exactly why we elected Trump again. Alpha moves only. Trump met with Carney and immediately showed what true leadership looks like. When asked what concession he wanted from Canada, our president didn't take the bait from that loaded media question. He simply said friendship. Classic Trump move, disarming the fake news instantly. But what's got everyone talking is Trump's comments about Canada becoming our 51st state. The liberal media is spinning this as some diplomatic blunder, but they're missing Trump's genius completely. This is straight from Art of the Deal. Make a bold statement that contains undeniable truth.
Regardless of anything, we're going to be friends with Canada. Canada is a very special place to me. I know so many people that live in Canada. My parents had relatives that lived in Canada, my mother in particular. And no, I love Canada. I have a lot of respect for the Canadians. Wayne Gretzky, I mean, how good, the great one. You happen to have a very, very good hockey player right here on the Capitals, who I have a lot of respect. He is a big, tough cookie, too. He just broke the record, and he's a great guy. And you know, we had the team here, and I got to know a lot of the players. But now, Canada is a very special place. Yeah, please.
Mr. President, Mr. Prime Minister, I'd like to get your response to this too. Mr. President, you have said that Canada should become the 51st state.
Yeah. No. Well, I still believe that, but you know, it takes two to tango, right? But no, I do. I mean, I believe it would be a massive tax cut for the Canadian citizens. You get free military, you get tremendous medical cares and other things. There would be a lot of advantages, but it would be a massive tax cut. And it's also a beautiful, you know, as a real estate developer, you know, I'm a real estate developer at heart. When you get rid of that artificially drawn line, somebody drew that line many years ago with like a ruler, just a straight line right across the top of the country. When you look at that beautiful formation when it's together, I'm a very artistic person, but when I looked at that beauty, I said, that's the way it was meant to be. But, you know, I do feel it's much better for Canada. But we're not going to be discussing that unless somebody wants to discuss it. I think that there are tremendous benefits to the Canadian citizens, tremendously lower taxes, free military, which honestly we give you essentially anyway because we're protecting Canada if you ever had a problem. But I think, it would really be a wonderful marriage because it's two places that get along very well. They like each other a lot.
Well, if I may, as you know from real estate, there are some places that are never for sale.
That's true.
We're sitting in one right now, you know, Buckingham Palace that you visited as well.
That's true.
And having met with the owners of Canada over the course of the campaign last several months, it's not for sale, won't be for sale ever. But the opportunity is in the partnership and what we can build together. And we have done that in the past. And part of that, as the President just said, is with respect to our own security. And my government is committed for a step change in our investment in Canadian security and our partnership. And I'll say this as well, that the President has revitalized international security, revitalized NATO, and us playing our full weight in NATO, and that will be part of it.
And they have, I must say, Canada is stepping up the military participation because Mark knew, you know, they were low and now they're stepping it up, and that's a very important thing. But never say never. Never say never.
When Trump mentioned Canadians getting massive tax cuts, free military protection, and better health care by joining us, he wasn't really suggesting annexation. He was highlighting everything wrong with Canada's system. Overtaxed citizens, underfunded military, and their so-called superior healthcare that has Canadians flooding south for treatments they can't get at home. This is 4D chess while the media plays checkers, patriots. Carney's response: Canada is not for sale. Got some polite applause, but here's what you need to know about Mark Carney. Before becoming PM, he ran the Bank of England and Bank of Canada. This guy is the definition of globalist elite with deep World Economic Forum ties. When he says Canada isn't for sale to America, the irony is it's already been sold to globalist interests. Trump brilliantly pointed out that our border is just an artificially drawn line made with a ruler. He's 100% right. What matters are our shared values, heritage, and economic interests, not some line drawn by colonial bureaucrats centuries ago. The real message here is about strong nationalism and Western values. Both our nations face illegal immigration crises, bad globalist trade deals, and divisive woke policies. Trump understands the real division isn't between Americans and Canadians. It's between patriots who love their countries versus globalists erasing borders and national identity. That's why Trump's message resonates globally. He's fighting for Western civilization itself. Did you catch that both acknowledged Canada stepping up its military participation? This is huge. For decades, Canada rode America's coattails on defense, getting protection while contributing pennies to NATO. Trump called them out his first term, and now they're finally paying more. The Trump effect in action. With Russia in the Arctic and China eyeing Canadian resources, it's about time Canada took defense seriously. No other president got allies to step up like Trump has, not through weak diplomacy, but through strength and straight talk. Now let's talk media spin. CNN's probably calling Trump's comments dangerous, MSNBC claiming imperial ambitions, Washington Post screaming about insulting allies. But what did Trump actually do? He complimented Canada, praised their leader, talked about friendship and Canadian sports. His comments about joining highlighted benefits for Canadians, not Americans. This is why we love Trump. He speaks plainly, sometimes provocatively, but always with America's interests at heart. He's not a politician. He's a builder, businessman, and patriot who genuinely loves this country. For us patriots watching, Trump is signaling America first doesn't mean America alone. It means strong sovereign nations working together with mutual respect. The globalists want you thinking nationalism means isolation, but Trump shows real nationalism means being secure enough in your identity to cooperate without being exploited. His approach worldwide is the same: respect but verify, friendship with boundaries, cooperation with American interests first. This terrifies them because Trump exposes their false choice between globalism or isolation. He's creating a third path, proud nations working as equals, not subjects of unelected bureaucrats. Economically, our relationship with Canada is massive, $700 billion trade annually. But there have been imbalances: Canadian dairy tariffs, timber subsidies hurting American workers. Trump addressed this with USMCA replacing disastrous NAFTA that shipped jobs north. Trump mentioning Wayne Gretzky wasn't just small talk. He understands cultural connections outweigh political ones. Average Americans and Canadians have more in common with each other than with elites running both countries. We share shows, sports, values about family and freedom. This scares globalist elites, citizens realizing they've been sold out by coastal elites and financial classes for decades. For the America First agenda, this means evolution. It's not just focusing inward, but leading like-minded nations sharing our values. Building international relationships based on sovereign nations cooperating for mutual benefit, not globalist bureaucracies. Looking ahead, this meeting previews Trump's next 4 years. Rebuilding alliances benefiting Americans. Standing against China with allies like Canada. Cutting through diplomatic double talk. Speaking directly to citizens over leaders' heads when necessary. Always putting America first while building coalitions for sovereignty, prosperity, and freedom. That's the real story, patriots, not the sanitized version from mainstream media or leftist hysteria. Trump's back on the world stage, showing what made his first term successful: boldness, directness, strategic thinking, and unwavering commitment to Americans. We fought hard to get him back because Trump isn't just a president. He's leading a movement to restore American greatness. The next 4 years will be incredible. Trump's just getting started. If you valued this analysis, smash that like button, subscribe, and share this video everywhere. We need truth countering media lies. This is Right View Nation reminding you to stay strong, stay proud, and keep fighting for America.